We got the Jets and the Ravens. Um,
Concerning.
I mean, you want to
Not
go?
too concerning.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You go first.
I mean, you guys won. Plain
Yes.
and simple. You guys are 6-5. You did what you needed to. Shouldn't have been anywhere near that close for that long. You guys have done that a few times this year, where the first half is just not anything special. You're not attacking early. Once you guys get settled in, though, I mean, it's you guys versus the Jets. It never felt like the Jets were going to slip away at any point. What was the final score? 23-7?
23-10.
23-10. Um, I mean, they had a what? First half touchdown, second quarter touchdown. Um, yeah, I mean, you guys won.
Okay. So before I get into the bashing of my Ravens, I will say, you said this happened a few times this year. What have the Baltimore Ravens, especially in the Lamar slash John Harbaugh era, been known for in terms of how games end for them, usually when they're on the losing side of things?
Poor play calling.
Okay, sure. Maybe that was a poor question. My answer was they blow a fucking lead. They go
Yeah,
up big. They'll put up all the fucking
yeah, yeah,
points and
yeah.
numbers you want, and then boom, it falls apart. If we are going to be able to go into a game, maybe not, get it going early on the offensive side of the ball, being able to keep it close, if not the same score on the defensive side of the ball. Evaluate, come out in the second half and dominate. I'll take that. If we can
Yeah.
do that against good teams, we're able to do that against the Cleveland Browns, and we're able to
I
do
feel like
that
you guys
against,
gear up. You guys gear up for these good teams, come out flaming hot, and then just get fucked.
like, we need to be able to play like we play New England, right? So when we play New England in a couple weeks, we need to be able to go into that game, and if we can't get it going on the offensive side of the ball, do not let them allow to get it going on the offensive side of the ball. And if it's 7-0, 3-7 at halftime, they're up. Even New England up. It's like, okay, and I can see them come out and look like a totally different offense and keep that same identity on defense that they've had the last ever since their bye week. Really, I'll take that. I'll take
Yeah.
that all fucking day. I want to say, besides Miami, that's pretty much been the story. Is we come out a little slow start on the offense side of the ball, and then by halftime, it's your ass. I
Yeah.
mean, it's your ass. It's our game to lose. So I will take that against any team if we're able to do that and able to come out with a win. Whatever. Also, like I said, able to beat a bad team, great. Not having a bunch of penalties or a bunch of stupid penalties, that was also cool. There wasn't as many dumb penalties like jumping off sides on 4th and 4 or a bunch of dumb holding calls or whatnot. I think as long as Tyler Loop can maybe kick the fucking ball in the right zone, he has that problem. He has the most penalties for a kicker for not being able to get it in the landing zone because he wants to
Yeah.
be all cute and try to get like a nice little squib where it bounces like
Yeah.
right at it, and it's like
Yeah.
let's just get it in the zone maybe.
Kick it to the 10. Call it a
Um,
day.
because our defense already has it rough sometimes. But
Yeah.
let's really talk about the big problem here. The past couple weeks, Lamar Jackson has been playing horrible football.
Past 2 weeks.
Yeah, the past couple weeks, Lamar Jackson's been playing horrible football. And what I mean by that is, all right,
Yeah.
maybe it's not fucking Trent Dilfer level football. Maybe it's like let me not say it's
No.
that bad, but numbers wise, obviously it's down. Production, period, passing and rushing, it's down. But the biggest problem for Lamar Jackson And it's crazy how, how everything flips 180 after so many years. This man will not run the football. He won't run. And I've been saying
I
this
know.
for about like a month now. About a
Yeah,
month ago, I was like, yo, Lamar seems a little, and I was like, maybe it's the hammy. He's coming back from the hammy. Maybe he's being a little, trying. And I get it. Lamar has this fucking thing where, and I mean, not this thing, but Lamar likes to scramble around and he can do it with a swiftness. Get back, plant his feet, find somebody open downfield. We don't have the talent at the receiver position to do that as much as he would
no,
like to do that. Sure, if there's times where he can scramble around and find Isaiah Likely, find a Mark Andrews, find a Zay coming across open, those are like in reality, those are broken plays. Let's be
yeah,
real. By the time Lamar's scrambling around, and because at that point it's backyard football mode, you're asking Zay to run around. Sure, there's moments where Zay's quickness, his speed is going to get him open. There's times where if you throw it up to Isaiah in the right spot, he's going to be the only person that can get it. But at the same time,
yeah.
there might be a time where you roll out to the right and what? It's fucking Rashad Bateman running around trying to get open with a corner and a safety over top. Like there's certain moments where it's just you're not going to be able to play this backyard football shit with them, but you fucking can because you're Lamar
He
Jackson.
can.
Take off, please.
Yeah,
So many times the last 2 weeks, I've been watching this man run around, scramble, and I'm just watching that fucking blue line. I'm just looking at that blue line, and there ain't nobody around. I'm like, Lamar, just
nope.
go, just go. And then
And
there's a couple times
it's
where,
it's like
go ahead.
teams usually have to take a guy to follow Lamar if Lamar breaks. But because Lamar isn't breaking at all, they don't have to pull a guy. They can sit back there and cover everybody. Lamar needs to like it really doesn't take much. Like once he gets 10 yards, he makes one guy miss. You make another guy miss, that's a touchdown. You make one guy miss, that's 15 yards. You don't make anybody miss, that's at least 10 yards. Like Lamar's he can rack up first downs and big plays and all this shit on his own. And yeah, you're right. Like the broken play bullshit, trying to find somebody. We don't need to see like the Lamar immediate like does his fucking read and then he's out. But um, no, if shit breaks down and there's a fucking gap, go for it. But
Like,
he's
please,
not,
just
and he really like we've seen him sort of pull some of that out of his game, but it's almost eliminated at this point, which sucks.
I mean, in the numbers are there. He's had 46 rushing attempts this year
Yeah,
compared to the 2 years he was hurt, he played 12 games in both. He had 148 and 139. The last 2 years, he's had, or no, sorry, the 2 years he was hurt, it was 133 and 112. The last 2 years, it was 148 and 139. He's had 46 attempts this year. 46. And last year, it didn't even really, like you could feel like, all right, maybe because Derrick Henry's here,
yeah.
he's putting up fucking
But I mean,
1,800.
he still had like what was it? Was it last year when y'all played that big game against San Fran? Or was that 2 years ago?
Mm, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think
Week
like Seattle,
15 or something
Arizona.
against San Fran.
I don't think we played. I'm trying to think like Seattle, Arizona. I don't remember playing. You know what? No, we might have played them last year.
Yeah,
Why do
I
I
think it
feel
was
like we
last year,
played?
but
I feel like we played Mike McDaniel, but maybe we didn't. I don't know.
it was either last year or 2 years ago. But I mean, he got Mike McDonald. You guys did play the Seahawks last year, I think. Um, but no, I mean, he makes these fucking big plays happen, and when they do happen, it can change games and control pace, and I mean, shit, get someone in the field goal range or get closer or do whatever. But yeah, him wasting those opportunities, throwing balls away is not it. I mean, what he got sacked what 6 times last week or 2 weeks ago?
Last
Was it
week,
last week?
did he get? Oh,
Last
two
week he
weeks
got
ago.
sacked
Yeah,
like
no, 2 weeks ago was a fucking problem. But like you said
yeah.
about the
Get out of
whole
there. You're
defense
Lamar.
having, but like you were saying, like the defense needing to have a spy. Lamar Jackson is the most dangerous man with a football in his hands.
Like
If you
we see what happens to Josh Allen when he gets smothered. Lamar can get out of the smothering. He just doesn't want to.
bro just doesn't fucking feel like it. And then there'll be moments where the last second he'll try to take off, and it's like, well, that's why you're sacked. Or that's why it was only a 2 yard rush. But if Lamar would take off just a little bit more, that's gonna make that defense have to make one little adjustment. That's gonna open the whole fucking game up for the rest of the
Everything.
offense.
Everything.
And
And that opens up Derrick Henry because now you got fucking three things that could happen. Instead, Derrick Henry's getting stuffed every time he's out on the field.
who's been struggling? Like,
Huge.
if there was any time for Lamar to maybe need to run the ball a little bit more, it'd be when we can't get it. Like, we can't get it done with Derrick Henry. And I hate to say it, at this point in their careers, Lamar might be a better running back.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Like, do you watch the
Well,
way Derrick Henry plays football this year? Lamar's a better running back. I'm sorry.
you guys have a worse O line this year, and if Derrick Henry gets caught right in the hole, that's it. Once he breaks through into the second level, it's over. But he just hasn't hit that second level much this year.
Well, the difference
He's
is
not getting those big runs.
Lamar's first and second steps are Derrick Henry's second level.
Exactly.
Lamar can already take off. And honestly, I've been thinking about this over the past couple weeks and didn't even bring it up. And it kind of like last year kind of like argues against my own take here. But when you think about Derrick Henry and this whole second level shit, right? The Ravens are very gun pistol heavy, shotgun heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, snap, gun, or I don't know why I said gun, zone, or just, draw, whatever you want to run up the middle, we're giving that bitch to Derrick Henry. And we always, when you just think about the couple of steps it takes to get somebody going or to get a defense or get a player off or just whatever it takes to, when Derrick Henry's lined up in I formation, right? Under center,
Yep.
fullback in front of him. You got a little more time before reaching contact and hit that gap compared to, like, in reality, I don't want to be like, oh, comparing to fucking Le'Veon Bell or something, because Derrick Henry in his own rights in career is way better than him. But when you think about the Ravens play style and the way they run the football, this whole Lamar and shotgun snapping it and then boom, like Derrick Henry right there, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense already is like, the defense is there. Like, they see it, like they fucking see it. And our offensive line is shit. Lamar, like Derrick Henry doesn't even have that chance to get going.
And then it's no longer a joke anymore. When Derrick Henry is out there, it's a run play. And we saw it 2 games ago. You can run the ball 5 times with Derrick. Lamar's not pulling it and taking it himself. Ever. There's no variability in the way you guys play. And the problem is that you guys have the most available variables to mess around with. You guys are the only team with a quarterback this mobile and a running back that fucking big. And 2 fucking good tight ends and quick receivers. It's just not being utilized at all.
And a tight end
You guys should have dropped a 40 burger on the Jets.
A tight end that can. We should have line Mark. We should have line Mark up. Hit the hurricane, the spin around, which is never going to work again. I'm just saying that that is never going to work. If Todd Monken calls that play again, he should be fired, because every single team, there's going to be one guy out there just making sure Mark Andrews doesn't fucking spin out of this Philly this tush push. Remember when it was the Philly special? And they were like, let's add a little flair to this.
Let's add a tight end.
I meant the name, but yeah, no, tight end.
What's it called?
Was well, remember it was like the Philly special, the brotherly shove. Now it's just the tush push.
Yeah.
The tush. Philly's Nick Foles.
The no, Philly Special and Philly was the same thing.
No. Philly. I didn't say Philly special.
You said Philly Special.
Did I say no? Philly. What are we
You
talking about?
mean Brotherly Shove and Tush Push. Philly Special is the Super Bowl Nick Foles touchdown.
Okay, you better be right.
So the actual play was Philly Special. But when Foles walked up to Doug Peterson and said it, he said, "Do you want to run Philly Philly?"
Okay, all right,
That's
okay.
why I
Either
call it
way,
Philly Philly. But yeah, Brotherly Shove, Tush Push,
they
Mark
had a little.
Andrews, spin move.
They add a little flair to it. They add a little rainbow to the name. Either way, point being, I don't like the way Lamar Jackson been playing. I need him to step it up, especially like considering the fact that we're on a 5-game winning streak. Our defense is playing better. We have a pretty easy schedule moving forward. Besides the Packers and the Patriots, which honestly I'm not fucking scared of. We if Lamar's if it's crazy at this point, the roller coaster of this year. We start as Super Bowl favorites, and then we blow it in the first fucking game, and then right away it's like, all right, what's going on here? And then we have a shitter against the Browns that we were still able to win. It was like, all right, what the fuck's going on here? This defense sucks. Lamar gets hurt. This team really fucking sucks. Cooper Rush is terrible. Oh, look at that. Tyler Huntley got a win. Lamar comes back. Lamar plays so well that it's like, holy shit. Like, well, the Ravens played so bad in comparison to when Lamar came back.
Yeah,
It's like, wow, like, all right, so Lamar's MVP is just not going to win it. But we know. And now it's like, all right, well, all the Ravens need is Lamar to step up.
yeah, exactly. Like the
Which
rest of the team is getting there. Y'all's defense is getting there. Lamar
out
ain't
of
there yet.
all asks, out of all requests, asking Lamar Jackson to step up, like I feel like he probably could. I think he could. Like I think he's got it in him.
He can.
You know,
It can.
I think Lamar, but if he doesn't, kind of goes back to my whole thing maybe a little over a month ago where I said Lamar Jackson clocked out, and maybe like what I'm saying is maybe
What's
he
weird is
isn't.
it still kind of feels like that, but you guys are winning.
Well, here's the thing: maybe he mentally, even if it was for a second, clocked
Yeah,
out and was like, man, like maybe that doubt entered, like you know, in court it only takes that much doubt. You got to say not
sure.
guilty. You can't if it is
Without
beyond
without
reasonable
reasonable
doubt.
doubt.
Um, and I think maybe for a second Lamar did that, and now it's just been taken. It like it's. I feel like maybe it takes a lot to come back from that. Like you
I
gotta think like
mean,
maybe he just
things were
a
like
week.
you know you're a fan. Things were looking pretty bleak.
Devin, we were
Pretty
1-5.
pretty pretty bleak. Like really bad.
They were 1-5.
Yeah, it's really bad. And it's like Lamar wasn't playing during that time. He was staring at a team with a horrible defense, um, and uh, whatever the fuck was going on offensively. Had a good game coming back, had a few, and then is kind of coasting. I don't know. He'll find his stride. He just needs to get loose, and the play calling needs to improve vastly.
Well, yeah, I don't. I think I don't. I don't know what Todd Munkin's problem is, because like it's almost at this point, I'm just assuming that when plays do work out, it's just because Lamar is that good, or Derrick Henry's that good, or whoever is that good.
Yeah,
I just wish I don't know. There's not. There's never a time like there's so many games or other teams where I'm like, damn, like what a great fucking call. Like what a like holy
sure.
shit. Like think about remember the Amon Ra, it might have been a touchdown. I can't remember where it was like Goff. gave it to Gibbs, and then Gibbs pitched it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, like versus the Ravens, Detroit versus Baltimore, like earlier
Yes,
this
yes,
year.
yes, yes, yes.
I mean,
That
just
it was like a huge pickup. I don't know if it was a touchdown.
we're like we lack so much creativity. We can't even run. Like when we try to run an end around with Zay Flowers, like we can't even do that
It's stuffed
because
immediately.
we don't we just don't know. We like, and I even hate to keep using Lamar as the only reason, but Lamar Jackson and just himself, he can do so much. Like it's kind of hard. Like sometimes it's hard to. I mean, I could imagine sometimes it's hard to be like, all right, well, what else can we do? Because
No,
you
I
can
agree.
really
Yeah,
you can run a basic offense and have Lamar dominate.
but I mean, I don't want to toot the Bears' horn, but we're seeing what's happening with the Bears with some of that Ben Johnson flair. You guys don't have any flair, but you have a team that is so much better than the Bears. You guys could put a 40 burger on them immediately, like right now, and it would be nothing. But it's just this simplistic play calling bullshit with every time Derek's out there, it's a fucking run. Every time Keaton Mitchell's out there, it's some fucking stupid dump off play. And then Lamar's not moving.
Well, Tyler Huntley did beat the Bears earlier this year, so shout
He
out to
did.
bro. And hey, Chicago, they did what they did. But moving on from that,